What if I told you that you're probably not lazy?
Yeah, I know. That's hard to believe. Yeah, I know.
I know you keep telling yourself that you're eventually going to do things that you're supposed to do days before, and you just leave it till last minute and tell yourself that you have time and that, maybe the next day is going to be better for whatever you're doing, because maybe you've been putting things off. You keep telling yourself you're going to start tomorrow. You have goals, ideas, dreams, but somehow end up scrolling, and eventually you start thinking that there's something wrong with you because you can't focus on very simple tasks. And the more I think about it, I'm not sure if it's just me or you guys as well, but I feel as if life has been moving super fast. The days have been flying by super quick. You look down at 1 second, it's 8 in the morning. The next second you look, it's already 12 p.m. And then you look up again, and it's already 3 p.m. And then by the time you look up again, you're ending the day off and have to do it all over again. And if we're being honest, what do we spend the whole day doing? Mainly, besides working, going to school, study, exercising, and etc. What else do? We spend a lot of time on our phone, like a lot, and I'm guilty of that. And if I'm speaking some things in example in these videos, it's mainly because I'm guilty of the charge. I'm speaking about myself. Let me describe you my average day. I wake up, turn off my alarm because it goes off like 3 times. Yes, I know some of you guys put like 5 alarms to wake up. I'm one of those. Okay, I scroll through Instagram, mainly Instagram. I don't go to TikTok or YouTube. I scroll through Instagram just to see what my feed shows me. And before I even have gotten out the bed, I already have consumed more information than some people used to see in days. But the moment I get up, go to work, go to exercise, go to study, it suddenly becomes impossible to focus. And I don't think it's because I'm lazy. I think it's just more of the fact that I have gotten my brain used to the constant stimulation from doom scrolling. How is real life supposed to compete with the endless feed that was literally created to keep your attention every second? Every swipe gives your brain something new. A joke, a shocking video, a new trend, maybe even a new dance, or maybe you get some cute dogs, or maybe you end up in one of these videos that I'm making randomly. But the moment I tell myself to go read a book for once, now how enjoyable will that be? And of course it's gonna feel hard, but it isn't because I believe that my brain is broken. I think it's just adapted to the environment that we have given it. And the craziest part is that most people think that they have a motivation problem, when in reality it's mainly an attention problem. And I also wanted to speak on not having your phone with you all the time. And it's funny that we're talking about this right now because recently, when was it? A few days ago, T-Mobile had a whole big phone outage on certain users, and there was a lot of videos going around that people were complaining and literally going to the stores and like making a big mess trying to get their phones fixed. Like, you know how crazy that is? That people can't live without their phone for at least a few hours until they fix the outage. Like, people were going in stores and like harassing the employees, and I can't blame him. I mean, I don't think I would have got that mad, but I would have been kind of just working out with no music or something, or driving with no music. But I don't think I would have went to the store and made like a whole mess. But like I said, that's just me. But can you imagine how crazy that is, that we have gotten so far that people have to literally go into stores and threaten the employees why their phone isn't working, when it's mainly everybody that's with that carrier being affected? But just imagine, like, just close your eyes. Don't fall asleep though, but close your eyes and imagine no music, no scrolling, no notifications, just your thoughts. Yeah, it sounds a little uncomfortable, and that's how overstimulated we have become. Silence feels boring, doing one thing feels boring, waiting in lines without your phone feels boring. But maybe boredom isn't the enemy. Maybe boredom is where your mind finally has room to think. Think about it like this: if you don't have your phone, what are you gonna do? Or let's say the internet's out, like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna have time to think a lot. Maybe that's where we can start to get more creative. And during the making of this video, I just want to clarify that I'm not better than anybody else. I'm nobody to judge. I want to create a space where all of us can speak in the comments and talk about how we feel about certain topics without judging each other. And like I said, I'm not no motivational speaker. I'm not telling you to go tomorrow, do 5 miles, read 2 books this week. I'm not like that. Because am I gonna do that myself? Maybe I'll do one of those, but not all that. So I'm not no motivational speaker. But to end off this video, I just want to say that maybe we're not lazy. Maybe we're not broken. At the end of the day, our brain is just doing what it's exactly been trained to do. But you know how the saying goes, what can be trained can also be retrained, one decision at a time. Look at me. I was literally editing, as I told myself, aka I was doom scrolling before I made this video. And I told myself, maybe this is something that I gotta speak to some people about, or maybe nobody's gonna watch this video, right? But whoever does watch this video and it has some type of resemblance with what I'm speaking about, I hope you speak about it in the comments, because at the end of the day, remember, your attention is one of the most valuable things you own, and we have to protect it, because whatever has your attention eventually has your life.